It's about the time to talk it out.
Let's talk, let's talk.
It's time to talk it out. It's time to talk it out.
Let's talk, let's talk.
You know it's time to talk it out.
Hey, hey, hey! And you are now tuned in to Talk It Out, the Caribbean's favorite Talk It Out show. And I'm your host, the host with the most, your road dog, all the way from the U.S., Chill. And today we have on our show the celebrity chef. Oh my goodness, her food is so good. Tawanna Devine.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
And as you all know, DBoss, the incomparable DBoss.
I love it.
And the great man himself, Hugh.
Hey, that's right. Thank you, Chill. And I just saw, I was wondering where Despair was, but here he is.
And you know what? The DJ himself. And you know what? I will accept it. It's my fault. The Spirit's a little bit behind today. I sent him the link at the last moment. You know, it's my fault because I've just been so excited about this show today. And Tawanna on the, oh my goodness. Tawanna, we got some stuff to talk about today, sis.
We do.
We got some stuff to talk about today. So, tell the viewers where you're from, a little bit on your background, all that good stuff.
Well, my name is Tawanna Devine. I'm a celebrity chef, Devine Tawanna. I'm from Chicago, born and raised. I have a background of cooking with my grandmother because she owned a restaurant. I also have a background in corporate. So that's where I started, basically. Working in schools, and working for an investment firm as well. But one day I actually was heating up food in the microwave, and a coworker came in and was like, "What is that smell?" And I said, "It's Nigerian chicken." He said, "Are you Nigerian?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, what made you make?" I said, "I watch TV shows. I watch cooking shows." And he said, "You should bring in some food for us to try out." I already knew that he liked it because he ate it all. But he said, "You need to bring in something so we can all try it out so we can see if you can cook." It was a wrap. Everybody started ordering food. And I mean, I literally stayed on the job another 3 years before I left. You know, I had to start working for myself. And this is what I wanted to do.
Wow. So you have a natural talent at food, culinary.
So first thing I got to ask is, what is Nigerian chicken? Because my brother-in-law is Nigerian, and I don't remember eating any Nigerian chicken.
Okay.
What now?
It is a blend of peppers. First you roast them. You roast the peppers and the onions and the garlic. And this seriously is a base for a lot of recipes. This is exactly what I'm telling you now. And then and tomatoes. Tomatoes is the only difference. You blend it all together, and then you stew it. You cook it. You cook the sauce, and once it's done and it reaches a certain color, you know, you add your seasoning, and then you add your raw chicken to the sauce, and you cook it in the sauce. And top it with rice. That's Nigerian chicken.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yes, it sounds good. It really sounds good. So, what inspired you to name your company Divine Treats and things of that nature? Talk to me.
That's something. Divine Treats carried the thought of desserts because that's how I started. So at my job, I would bake goods and At my job, I would sell the baked goods that my kids would bake. They would raise money to go on field trips. So I would take the baked goods to their, to my job and send it to their school, and we would sell the baked goods. So it got pretty lucrative. Like, we need a name for this, and I'm like, well, Divine Treats is treats, Right. But what I told you that dish that I let my coworker try, that took me on the savory side. So I just never changed the name of the company. It was originally a dessert based. Why I sold desserts? I bake everything, like everything, pound cakes. So I make an upside down Hennessy caramel pound cake. Yeah. So I come up with different, you know what I mean? I come up with different desserts or treats, so to speak. I bake bread, I make homemade yeast rolls, I make baguettes, you know. So that's where it started.
That
started as dessert.
That Hennessy sounds good.
That Hennessy sounds real good.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the address from Will, and I'm gonna bake small ones, and I'll send it to everybody so you can try it.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
He's all happy. He's all happy because he's down there.
Right.
So the up coming through the mail.
Yes. So the pound cake is laced with real Hennessy. So it is, you know, it's a whiskey cake.
All she had to say was Hennessy.
Cognac.
As soon as she said Hennessy and cognac, Chill's lips started going.
Yes. It pairs well with the caramel. The Hennessy pairs well with the caramel. It's crazy.
DJ Despair, I know you got something to say about you being a chef yourself. Can you tell us a little bit about what your questions that you may have for your fellow chef here?
Well, I want to know, what was your favorite time cooking and what was your worst?
Wow. I paused because the reason why I'm cooking is because I'm a widow. My husband died 11/11/11. Before then, I was cooking on a large, like feeding, you know, churches, like thousands of people. So I remember that being pretty much, you know, a happy time. But I remember after he died, I couldn't go in the store. I couldn't. See, I associate cooking with love, you know. I couldn't go in the store. I couldn't put anything in my cart because everything reminded me of him. I'm like, I don't eat this. So by the time I took everything out the cart, it was maybe 2 or 3 things in the cart. And I had realized I had been shopping and caring for my family all these years, and nothing was about me in that cart. So trying to cook with that heavy weight, I couldn't. It took me years after that to actually go in the kitchen and try to cook. You know, I'm just really like, well, I'm airing this out. I never really admit that to anybody. But that was the worst time, trying to cook after his death. But now, I say would be the most happiest time because it's like I have a purpose now. I do meal prep, and I cook according to the person's needs, whether they're diabetic, heart patient, low carb, low sodium. You know, I help to cook to keep people alive, if that makes sense. So my husband, before he died, he had a condition. And I had to do research and match up the food and the minerals and the vitamins and everything with what he needed. And that's how I help. So now is my happiest time because now I feel like there's a purpose with it. Sorry for the long, but yeah.
Wow, that is awesome, Tawanna. What sort of, who are some of the celebrities that you worked with and cooked for and stuff like that?
Okay. Well, the first person that I have on my list is my godmother, Helen Wooten. She's known as the godmother of entertainment for Chicago. This is her picture. She is Lisa Ray, R. Kelly, Donnell Jones, the Brat. She's their godmother. So I cook for her. I do meal prep for her as well. And she's a diabetic. So I help, you know, to keep her sugars level. There's Roy Ayers, legendary Roy Ayers. He's had my food as well. He loved my food. Ice Cube, Melissa Morgan, and Mickey Howard. I mentioned they both love my macaroni and cheese. During their interviews, they were looking around the camera saying, "Make sure you put me some of the macaroni. Make sure you save me some." Leon from Waiting to Excel. Scarlett Parks. She has a new single. Check it out. Jamisha Trice. Jamisha, Jamisha Trice. She's Chicago based. she's a recording artist, a teacher, and all that. But she does my meal prep as well. I'm currently the executive celebrity chef for Urban Grind TV and Urban Grind Radio. I cook for several radio personalities, Ramonski Love, 95.1, several. I'm all over the place, guys. And I travel.
Have food, will travel.
That's right. I go where there's a need.
Yeah. We smiled when you said Roy Ayers because we just had a schooling on Roy Ayers recently.
Yeah, I was just going to say, who's that? Who's Roy Ayers?
You said who? Did you say who's Roy? Who is
See?
Roy?
No. I found out. Okay.
Oh, he knows now, right?
Hey, open it up again. Hey, just scared. What did we do last time?
There he is.
Giving that eye. But that's our thing, Tawanna. Whenever somebody says something crazy or they should know it, we just look into the camera. There you go.
Like what?
But you gotta put some stank on it.
Right. Put some stank on it. So DBoss, I know you got a question for us.
Yes, because I can't get that. Can a woman ask a question in this segment?
No, right?
And you can talk anytime. No one's stopping you. Because real life matters.
Right, real life matters.
Okay, I wanted to ask, and it was a good point that you said that how celebrity chef Devine Tawanna, how you said that you cook for people, if they don't like the slow sodium according to their health, because I burn too. I don't cook anything with salt, but my food is very tasty. So do you guys cook? Do you guys cook with what kind of foods do you cook for people? Like, is it any type of venue, like Southern cooking, West Indian cooking? Like, what kind of cooking do you do?
All of it.
Oh,
so here's the thing. This is what I do. This is what I noticed. Like seriously. When I talk to my clients to see what it is, because my goal is to help them stick to it. And I know me, I get bored with food, so I don't want a month worth of meals. I don't want 2 weeks worth of meals. So I mix it up. You get an Asian, Mexican, Italian, Nigerian. I mix it up. So you're not like, oh, I'll just have this week. No, you gotta have different flavors, different cuisines. That way it's exciting to you. It's like a meal prep journey. It's not just, I gotta eat to live. You're enjoying the process. You know what I mean? So I'll flavor the food. Just say if I have chicken and cabbage, I can make Asian cabbage, curry cabbage. You know what I mean? Southern cabbage. So I make it. I change up the flavor.
But do you have a West Indian background, or are you all American?
All American.
Oh God!
You know I'm asking.
That's a competition.
I was just asked that last night during the interview. They looked at me and said, "There's something with your hue. You're not." I'm like, "Well," and then I told them what my DNA background was, and 57% is Congo, and 18% Asian, and then German. So yeah, I'm not.
Wait, does that mean you sent your DNA in to the lab? Did you send your DNA?
Did you say Congo?
Congo, yes.
So you are Caribbean.
Pretty much.
There
You see,
go.
this is the thing about Americans, right? You guys try to dim it down. It's like you want to go to the Caribbean, but you ain't want to say you're from the Caribbean. It's like I said that a lot.
You know what? Don't mess with us, okay? Leave us alone.
It would make sense to me, though. It's like, how would I have the gift to be able to taste and recognize and duplicate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And execute the dish, and I'm not from there. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
To me, it's just, it's not 100% with your hand. It takes place up here. You got to think about it, I think about what it is that I want to cook, and I think about the flavors and, the background, and then I think about who I'm cooking for.
Well, it's like taking home style cooking and bringing it out into the industry.
Yes.
Well,
So, go ahead.
Tawanna, can you cook Bajan? That's what I want to know because my background is people from Barbados.
So here's the thing.
It's a challenge. It's a cooking challenge.
I would need to taste an authentic dish and then find out where the market is, where they sell those ingredients, and that's it.
Okay. Well, the big dish in Barbados is cuckoo and flying fish.
Say that again.
Cuckoo. It's called cuckoo, and that's made with okra and cornmeal.
Oh,
so
it sounds so good.
Mixed together, and you can have it with any type of fish, like salmon and a sauce.
But you come from the land of the flying fish. You gotta eat the flying fish.
Well, you eat
I want that recipe. Oh,
all right.
That sounds good. I like to make new things. Oh yeah.
So Tawanna, tell me, for those out there watching,
yes,
what would separate you from all of the other chefs and caterers and things of that nature? Someone gets on here and says, you know what? I like that woman. I want to book her for my next event. What would be the deal breaker?
Personalized service. I know you hear that, but you're getting the whole package. You're getting her, you're getting me, you're getting my energy, you're getting my positive feedback. I'm working for them. It's not about 100% about the money. It's about making this event memorable. And how is it going to be memorable? If the person that's throwing the event is there, they're happy, stress-free, because they know that they got me taking care of their food. I'm going to make sure that the guest is fine. I'm going to make sure the presentation is perfect. So they'll walk away and say, that food was really good. So-and-so really put on a nice event. I need that caterer's card. I hear that so often. The food was good, but the workers, they was just, you know, not interacting, just like I make the whole, you know what I mean, make it an experience. So they would give me the whole
and you personalize the meal themselves.
I do.
Yeah, I think that's real huge to personalize the meals, you know.
And I seriously, like, I handcraft every menu. I have a general menu, but there's so many things outside of that I do. And I rarely go to that menu as a go-to. So I create menus daily, like 18 menus daily, like personal for people. Like, as I get inquiries, I have a questionnaire, and each questionnaire is designed to fit each person. So that's why every menu is different.
Okay. Well, I want to hear, you hear me, you see me getting right. I was getting ready here. I'm writing down stuff because I want to hear about that sweet potato recipe that you have with the lemons, right? You.
So you know what? And I have
tomorrow.
I have a tip. Never ever use canned. And I don't know if I'll get X'd out for a sponsor, but never use canned sweet potatoes.
No.
Yams, never.
The real one.
Real ones. And you boil them until they're fork tender, then pour the water off. You know, I see people that make sweet potatoes and they leave all the water on it, then they add the sugar and the butter. It's like sweet potatoes soup. Pour the water off. Leave you about, you know what I mean, about a few tablespoons of water, butter, a little teaspoon of salt, cinnamon. I see you right. Nutmeg. Vanilla flavoring. A half of lemon.
A squeezed lemon? A squeezed lemon?
Yes. Half of a squeezed lemon.
No lemon juice. Squeeze lemon.
Squeeze. It makes a difference. Do not, real lemon. And then I believe it's 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. You let it cook down, like once your potatoes are done, all of the ingredients that I mentioned. Oh, I'm sorry. And you have to use a half cup of sugar, white sugar.
Well, I think you're gonna have to send that recipe to me because I want to get it right.
Yeah,
okay.
Actually, I'm thinking the more I just listening, I'm wondering if you have a cookbook, or should
I'm working on a cookbook. I'm working on a series of cookbooks along with the show. I have a cooking show in the making, as well as a series of cookbooks. I actually have a magazine that's available on Amazon right now. My Chicago Bridge magazine is available on Amazon, and it has my food.
Wow.
See that jambalaya?
See that?
Here comes you.
All we need is the Nigerian chicken recipe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? I'll share another trick that I learned watching cooking shows. And the cooking shows that I like to watch are the ones that are where people are from their homeland. And they're showing us how they go in the back. You know, grandma's on the little pot. Oh my gosh. I bet you that food tastes the best because the pot is seasoned, number one. But then they toast. What I noticed is that they toast their seasonings first. You know that? They toast, whether it's salt, pepper, whatever, they toast it because that heat releases the oils. Yeah. And then you grind it down and use it. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Well, people don't know that we have here at the studio, we have a kitchen. So we can go.
I told Will, I'm there.
All right.
I'm there.
Big kitchen.
I travel with my knife. I bring my knife.
Yes. And I'm there.
Just got a toaster oven though. We don't have a full blown oven.
We're gonna get one though.
She's gonna make the range. Let her make the accommodations. I'll be there.
Yeah.
So, Despair, I saw you had one last question over there. You button Despair.
I didn't hear it.
I just unmuted back, so I don't know what is going on.
No, you're here. You're here now.
All right. What I'm just saying is like I can't wait to cook with you. So I can't wait to get out here. This pandemic has got to close down soon.
We're gonna be in there with our elbows knocking with the knives.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You know, let Tawanna cook for you, and I probably a lot of people gonna call you up here. Let me cook for you.
Wait. That's what it is. Let me cook for you. Yes.
There you go. So, Tawanna, tell everybody your social medias, how they can contact you, things of that nature.
Well, available on all social media platforms. Devine Treats, that's 2 E's and 1 Z. I'm on Instagram, Devine Treats, 2 E's, 1 Z. Facebook, Devine Tawanna, and I have another page, my business page, which is Devine Treats, 2 E's, 1 Z. I can be found Devine Tawanna, Celebrity Chef, on YouTube or DevineTreats.com or 708-495-8867.
Okay. Repeat that number again.
708-495-8867. I promise you.
All right. Well, there you have it. The one and only celebrity chef, Tawanna, Devine Treats. Go ahead, girl.
Well, I didn't mention, I'm so sorry. I just accepted the job to cater the Underground Southern Music Awards this year, July the 28th in Mississippi. So I'm excited. It's a whole new life for me.
That's an honor.
Yeah,
that's an honor. Yeah, that is an honor. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Are there any other things coming up that you'd like to let us know before we let you go? Or?
Well, just that I am the executive celebrity chef for Urban Grind TV and Urban Grind Radio, and I am still servicing a lot of radio personalities in Chicago. The Most Beloved Show, Maze Jackson, I'll be on his show tomorrow. Besides the award ceremony, I do the meal prep. That's all I got going on right now, which is more than enough. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
And DBoss, did you have something to say before we head out?
I forgot that you didn't mention something about some water.
What was that? What did she say? I didn't hear.
Oh yeah, and this episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Mobbed Up Water. And as you can see, there's water in the bottle, DJ Despair.
Hilarious.
It takes a woman to remind you guys.
Right.
That's twice now you forgot to do something.
Look at you. Look at you. Oh man. That's all right. That's all right. I didn't forget to brush my teeth, though, Despair.
Hey, wow. 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 Your head's not really that shiny today. I had noticed your head's not really that shiny. You trying to grow your hair back?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what's going on. We're talking it out here. You know, it's too much information.
We love each other. It's all good.
We literally talk it out. He needs to comb that beard out, but we literally talking it out. So, with that being said, Tawanna, it has been wonderful having you.
Thank you.
The boss, it's a pleasure. Of course, you already know we love you. Assalamu alaikum, you. And DJ Despair, you are awesome. You are awesome. Just keep brushing your teeth. With
And
that
so are
being said,
you.
remember, talk it out.
It's about the time to talk it out.
Let's talk, let's talk.
It's time to talk it out.